All right, we're here tonight in Hoffman Estates where the Evanston Wildcats are taking on the Barrington Phillies. These two teams have not met since the tiering round when the Phillies beat the Wildcats 10-0. I believe the score was. However, we were missing several of our players for that game, and most of them are all back for tonight. This will be our second game of the regular season. Right now we are 0-1 with a 4-2 loss against the Grizzlies, who will be facing tomorrow night. See Kennedy Mrozik and Brent Clare back on the ice for us. We haven't seen them for a few games, so that's good. Hey, how are you? Out tonight are Whitney Race and Jesse Lesage. Otherwise, we have the full roster. We're going to have Leela Brownlee in net tonight, as Riley Nafsinger had the last game. I have to excuse the tight quarters here. I didn't have a good place to set up the camera, so I'm going to do my best. There is a large net that we have to look through, and hopefully the iPad can see through it clearly, and you're not just seeing the net like we did when we were in Glenview. Interesting note is that one of the players from Barrington actually played for Evanston 2 years ago. Bella Gratzel is her name, and she's a pretty terrific skater. When she skated for us, she averaged a hat trick every game. So the Phillies definitely have some high-powered offense. That is Bella Gratzel. Should be one to keep an eye on tonight.
What up, bro?
What's up, Mr. Mrozik?
I haven't signed up for anything yet.
You're
Tell
always
me
good.
when you're like,
I got you. I appreciate it. I know
need
you.
you to fucking show up and here and do something.
I know you're always good for it. I really
You
appreciate
do anything
it.
here today or no? Good?
No, O'Hara's in there.
Look at all these bodies.
I know it's his
All right, what's the line for Benton? Over under on goals today. 9. I'm taking the action. 9.5. Who wants it? Who wants it for $1?
The voice you hear is Jason Rosick. He's setting the line here for the game. He's going the over-under. What did you guys set the line?
7.5.
Oh, I take the over.
You run the over? Over.
All right, the line's been set at 7.5. I don't know if your DraftKings book has that, but that's what's been set at here. So I'm tucked right in between all of the parents right here. So you're probably going to hear a lot of chatter during the broadcast. All right, Wildcats about ready to take the ice here.
7.5.
All right, out on the ice first, we got Jillian Young taking the duties with Kennedy Rosick and Gabby Weber on wing, with Isabel Graysick and Bryn Claire over on defense. All right, puck's kind of caught there with the ref. Young kicks it back to Bryn. Bryn sends it over to Graysick, who gets it out, and up to Kennedy. Kennedy sends it down deep. Bella Gratzel with the puck. Takes it out, Bryn there to stop it. Gratzel with it down behind the net. Oh, she tries the Michigan move. No luck. Weber kicks it out. Hopefully that's on net. Oh, the goalie plays it. Young takes the shot. Stopped by the goalie. Now the Phillies have it back and moving back up the ice. Phillies get a shot on net, but Brownlee's there to stop it. Young kicks it back out to Weber. Weber tries to clear the zone. Phillies keep it in. And a shot by Gorbatenko. So the Phillies have two players, the Gorbatenko sisters, and they are both Division I players. So they're going to be two players to watch, as well as Bella Gratzel for the Phillies. 11:47 left here in the first period, and the Phillies take an early lead, 1-0. All right. We have Jade Angel, Caitlin Brownlee, and Ari Jasinski out on offense, and Norden Crow out on defense. Brownlee sends the puck over to Jasinski. Jasinski knocks it in deep. Crow over on the boards. Phillies clear it out. Nord and Jasinski back there to chase it. Jasinski over to Nord. Gets it wide. Nord deals with the puck, and now Jasinski comes up with it. Jasinski tries to clear it, but it bounces off of one of the Phillies players. Now here come the Phillies across the line. Big trouble with it now. Nord has it. She kicks it out of the zone. Going to go deep, and Brownlee there to chase it. Brownlee sends it up. Molly O'Hara there to get her stick on it. She's out on the ice with Isabel Graysick for defense. Brownlee makes a nice glove save. There's 10:48 left here in the first. Now you're going to get an offensive line change. We have Claire Conager, Zoe Kramer, and Maren Fleiter. Out on defense, we have Graysick and O'Hara. Phillies win the draw. Dump it down. Grayson comes up with it back in the net. She sends it around to Koniger. Koniger has a little trouble with the puck, but the Phillies come up with it. Brownlee knocks it away. Smart. Now the Phillies get a shot off, and it bounces off of Molly. And Brownlee's there to make the quick save. 10:26 left in the first. No line change here. Phillies come up with the draw. And Bella Grotzel has it. She moves it around, centers it. One of the Phillies in. Brownlee's there to cover it up with their glove. 10:17 left in the first. Koniger comes up with the puck. Loses it to one of the Phillies. Phillies get a nice shot off, but it's just wide. It goes over left side of the net there. Grayson moves it up around, tries to get it to Koniger. The Phillies players come up with it off the boards. Now here comes Isabel Grayson. She's moving along the far side of the boards. Tries to get it in across the line, but no luck. She has it again, and now she dumps it deep. Kids get a little bit of a line change done there with Young and Claire out on the ice, and Grace Crow's back there on defense as well. Now the Phillies bring it up. Bryn Claire does a great job of preventing the full shot getting off. We have 9:23 left here in the first. It's notified that there's no scoreboard on the screen. Fix that. All right. Phillies win the draw again. Robotinko with a good move there. He's looking to set it up. Falls down, gets the pass off. That goes up over the net. Coppa over on the other side. She tries to clear the zone, but the Phillies prevent that. Bryn tries to kick it out with her stick. But the Phillies come up with it. First shot, good save. Blocker save there by Leela. Phillies maintain control of the puck. They work it around deep. Shot fired hard, but good save by Brownlee. Phillies keep it in. Crow tries to clear it. Unable to. Now Jillian Young has it on the deep side. I'm going to move the score here in a second when we get a pause in the action, because I notice that's kind of blocking the view for most people. And in fact, I might have to just take it off because the view of the ice is just too narrow, and I can't get it on the screen so everybody can see the full game. All right, Nord back on defense with Claire, and Rosick and Shinsky back out. That was a good hard shot from the blue line by Rosick. All right, it's 1-0 here in the first, 7:49. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to put that score on the screen for now. It's because it blocks too much of the view of the action. All right, Shinsky takes the draw. She's working. She's got Brownlee and Weber on offense helping her, and Nord and Molly O'Hara back on defense. Here come the Phillies. Isabel Grayson bringing it up the ice for the Phillies. She moves it across the blue line. At the top, she sends it back down deep to one of the partners. Now the Phillies have it. Caitlin Brownlee clears it across the zone. She's got help. She's saucer pass over to Shinsky. Shinsky has it. She tries to send it back. And able to get her stick on it. Now the Phillies come up with it, and they're bringing it back down the ice. We're going to get offsides there. Molly O'Hara did a good job knocking the puck back offsides to cause the offsides goal there. All right. Wildcats win the draw. Grayson brings it over the line. Going in deep, we have Zoe Kramer and Maren Pleider. Gabby Weber out on offense to help, and Grace Crow back on defense. Isabel Grayson takes it in right over Brownlee's left shoulder for quick goal. Testing. All right, I'm going to test this once more and see if we get any sound here. Wildcats send it deep. All right. Phillies come up with it and bring it back across the line. Sorry, we're having some audio issues here. I'll try to take care of that. We're going to get a penalty here. It looks like maybe on Grace Crow. All right, 6:17 left here in the first period. It's 2-0 Phillies. Going to get a roughing penalty there on Grace. 2-minute penalty. All right, Kits win the draw. Rosick sends it all the way down. 6:10 left here in the first. 1:52 left on the power play. Jillian Young, nice stop there. Phillies bring it back across the line. Looking for the shot, and Rosick kicks it out of the way with a good stick. Good poke of her stick. Rosick almost gets the puck away. The Phillies make a shot, but it's just up over the top of the net. Now Young tries to send it down. She does. No call there. But now we got 1:20 left on the power play, or the penalty kill. Now the Phillies fight for it, bring it in. We're back in the Wildcat zone, down in the corner. Now Nord trying to cause some trouble over there. And she does, and Kennedy fires it back down for out of the offensive zone so the Kits can get a line change here. 49 seconds left on the power play for the Phillies. Caitlin Brownlee does a good job of intercepting that pass. But now the Phillies have it and reset. Bring it in. 36 seconds left on the power play for the Phillies. Fight within the corner. Oh, a centering pass. Just a little late there for the Phillies. Fortunate. That centering pass broken up by, looks like Molly O'Hara. And the shot, good save by Brownlee. Another shot saved by Brownlee. She still hasn't smothered the puck. Brennan over there trying to kick it out, and she does, and wisely sends it all the way down. We're back to full strength. 4:15 left here in the first. 2-0 Phillies. Here come the Phillies with a long pass. We got O'Hara and Graysick out on the ice for defense for the Wildcats. In offense, we have Maren Pleider, Zoe Kramer, and Caitlin Brownlee. Now Graysick has it. She's moving up along the far side of the boards. Sends it down. No icing. 3:40 left here in the first. Phillies are on top right now. 2-0 over the Kits. Boy, get the shot off. Leela sends it wide, and Nord kicks it out. Now Nord has it. She's looking for help. She tries to send it up to Koniger, but just out of Koniger's reach. And here come the Phillies back. They bring it across the blue line. Isabel Graysick, Ratzel with the puck, sends it back down behind the Wildcats net. Koniger has it over on the far ice. She tries to clear the zone, unable to. Now Nord has it. Kind of getting caught up with their own player over there. They get the shot, and the puck just goes over the top of Leela's glove. She tried to make a catch like she was in the outfield at a baseball game and couldn't get high enough. So 2:44 left here in the first, and the Phillies now have a 3-0 lead over the Wildcats. All right, we have Mrozik, Young, and Koplo on the ice on offense for the Kits, and Crow and Claire out on the ice, or Bryn Claire on the defensive portion of the line for the Wildcats. Now Mrozik has it. She brings it across the red line, tries to fire it deep, but off of one of the Phillies players. She's fighting for it over in the corner. Now Young comes up with it. She centers it back. But the Phillies come up with it, and now they're moving it back down the ice towards the Evanston net. Phillies take it behind the net. They get it almost to center, but nobody was there. Now Jillian Young has it. She tries to clear the zone. Unable to get it out. Bryn Claire over there with a nice stick to dislodge the puck from the Phillies player. Now Kennedy Mrozik has it. She brings it in across the line. She has it in deep while the Wildcats get a line change. Bryn knocks the puck out of the way. Now Ari has it. Koplo tries to get the shot. Softly gets it to Shashinsky. Shashinsky now fighting for it on the far end of the boards. And Koplo sends it back deep. Now Shashinsky still comes up with it. She's fighting for it down. She's looking for some help. She tries to send it, but nobody's there. Brownlee's there. Now comes in late. See, now Nord has it back on defense. She sends it back up to Shashinsky. Shashinsky loses it, but now Nord comes up with it again. She's going to try to make a little run. She loses it over to the far side. And Molly O'Hara dumps it down. And here come the Phillies. Shashinsky has it back by the blue line, sends it up to Weber. Weber loses it to one of the Phillies, and the Phillies bring it back in to the Wildcats zone. Phillies get a nice shot off goal, but it's just wide of the goal. Brownlee has it. She tries the centering pass, but it's picked off by one of the Phillies. Now the Phillies move it back down. O'Hara and Nord back on defense with Weber, Brownlee, and Shashinsky on offense for the Kits now. We have 26 seconds left here in the first. Phillies trying to set up one last shot here. Shashinsky manages to intercept the pass and actually gets the shot right on net, so it's going to remove the icing call from there. 10 seconds left. But the Phillies send it all the way down. There's 6 seconds left here, and that one's going to be icing, so the Wildcats are going to have one quick opportunity in their offensive zone. We have Zoe Kramer, Marin Pleiter, Jade Angel out there on offense for the Kits with Graysick and Claire back on defense. Let's see if they can get a shot off here before the end of the period. They do win the draw, but unable to get it. Grim tries to get it off. 1 second left. All right, the end of the period. I am. There's a lot going on over here. Okay, updated the scoreboard there for everybody. Phillies have a commanding shots on goal edge here over the Wildcats. 12 shots for that period compared to just 3 for the Wildcats. And they're on top. The Phillies are on top. 3-0 for the Wildcats. And again, we're here in the Triffin Ice Arena in Hoffman Estates. We'll be back here one more time this season. And the Barrington Phillies will also be visiting our home rink at Robert Crown one game. And if during the game you're wondering where the scoreboard went, I will remind you that I'm going to take that off because I do not want that to block out all the action you can see. As I said, my camera angle at this rink is not fantastic, so we make do with what we have. All right, they're going to switch ends this period, and back on defense we have Isabel Grasick, Bryn Clare, and out on offense we have our freshman line of Marin Pleiter, Jade Angel, and Zoe Kramer. Phillies win the draw there. They send it in deep. Bryn Clare fights for it, gets it out from back of the goal. Phillies come with the centering pass. Isabel Gratzel with the, or Bella Gratzel, I should say. And now the kid's cleared out of the zone. But the Phillies come up with it. Somehow we avoided a tripping call there, mostly because it was probably looking more accidental. Oh, that was a great shot. Deflection off of one of the Phillies sticks, and it just missed going in. They get another shot, and Brownlee deflects that with their stick. Grayson comes up with it and tries to clear the zone, and it just does get past one of the Phillies defenders. And here comes Bella Gratzel. She's the only player I know on the Phillies because she skated with Evanston 2 years ago. Phillies try to get it out, but Bella grabs it with her glove and maintains possession of it. Now Jade clears it out of the zone. The Phillies come up with it and try to send it back. And it ends up all the way back down behind her own net. Graysick has the puck now. She tries to send it wide to Angel. Angel tries to get it. She does just get it out of the zone. She's skating with it. She sends it back down into our zone, but Phillies come up with it, and now they're bringing it down. We have Jillian Young out here playing center for us. They got part of the offensive line change done. And here comes Claire Koniger. She just got run over, but here comes Jillian Young. She's got help with Kennedy. She tries to get the shot, and she scores. 11 minutes left here in the second. The Wildcats get their first goal of the game by Jillian Young, unassisted. And the score again is 3-1. Phillies are on top of the Wildcats right now, but as we saw when we were in Des Moines, sometimes it just takes one goal to open the floodgates. All right, 11 minutes left here in the second period of our game. We have Kennedy Mrozik, Jillian Young, and Claire Koniger out there on offense, and Grace Crow and Molly O'Hara on defense. Now Kennedy has control of the puck. She's on the far side of the board. She's looking for some help. Kids trying to stay on sides. They do. Young gets it and dumps it all the way back, and now Shashinsky's in for Young. And here come the Phillies. They bring it across the line. Deflection shot there with a one-timer, no good. Leela does a great job and smothers it. We've got 10:19 left here in the second. The Phillies are maintaining their shots on goal edge over the Wildcats. It's 16-4 total. We're also going to get line changes here for the Wildcats with Nord and Bryn Clare on defense, and Caitlin Brownlee, Allison Koplo, and Ari Shasinski out on offense. Shasinski trying to win the draw. Phillies somehow managed to get a soft shot. Leela didn't fully have it covered, and the Phillies player got her stick in there and somehow managed to get the puck in the back of the net. So they're going to give the Phillies a goal there, and now we've quickly surrendered our momentum, and the back to 3-goal disadvantage. Phillies are on top right now, 4-1. There's 10-12 left to play in the first period, or second period, excuse me. Claire comes up with it and sends it down. Jasinski chases it, but the Phillies player comes up with it. Bryn does a nice job stealing the puck there. Tries to clear it, but doesn't quite get it. Jasinski has it, sends it over to Brownlee. But the Phillies recover it and bring it back down. Centering pass by the Phillies, but nobody was home. Another shot. Good body block there by Bryn Clare to prevent the puck from it getting anywhere near the goal. Now Nord has it. She sends it over to Brownlee. Brownlee sends it all the way down for icing. That'll give us a chance to get a full line change here. There's 9:15 left in the second. The Phillies are on top of the Wildcats right now, 4-1. All right, out on offense we have Gabby Weber, Zoe Kramer, and Maren Pleiter. And back on defense we have Molly O'Hara and Grace Crow. Phillies working the puck around, centering puck, but Molly O'Hara is right there to get in the way. She does a good job fighting for the puck over in the corner. Now the Phillies bring it around the far side of the boards. Setting up, centering pass. Shot right over Leela's right shoulder. That was a really good shot. 8:44 left here in the second. And the Phillies are now leading the Wildcats by a score of 5-1. No line changes. O'Hara and Crow back on defense, and Pleiter, Weber, and Kramer out on offense. O'Hara kicks it down into the Phillies zone. And now the Phillies bring it up. Sprayer looking for a centering pass, but just held on to it for one move too long and slipped out of her control into the corner. And they bring it around, centering pass, but O'Hara's there to break it up. The Phillies bring it back behind the net. They try the wraparound, but unable to connect on it. Pleiter and another one-timer. Brownlee with a fantastic save right there. Another centering pass by the Phillies. It was broken up by Molly O'Hara. Now that shot just wide left of the net. This one's going to go all the way down for icing. All right, 7 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the second. And the Phillies are leading the Wildcats by a score of 5-1. Get a full line change here for the Wildcats with Grace and Nord on defense. Jillian Young, Kennedy Mrozik, and Jade Angel back out on offense. Phillies bring it over the back on the blue line. Just manages to keep it over there. Oh, strong shot. Good blocker save by Leela. Now the centering pass broken up by Isabel Grayson. Phillies player there stopped, and Kennedy's, with all of momentum, ran into her and just bounced off of her. She was a Phillies player is pretty large player. So now here comes Nord with it. She's looking for the pass. She sends it up to Angel. Angel gives it to Young. Young off the boards. Brings it in deep. Oh! Big hard hit by Young into the boards. Boy, she went in there really, really fast. She's up moving around, so appears to be okay. And she is. She's up and skating. That's really good to see. It's always scary when you see a player go that hard into the boards, especially if it's your own child. It makes it even scarier. So we're going to end up on a power play with that. There's 6:33 left in the game. We have Norden Graysick back on defense and Young, Mrozik, and Shashinsky out there on offense. Nord loses the puck, loses an edge too. She just got her skates sharpened, so Philly's doing a good job of killing time. But they send it back down this way to their own end. Minute 30 left on the power play for the Wildcats. Kennedy comes up with the puck. She's looking for a centering pass. She skates it around, looking for some help. She gets it to Shashinsky. Shashinsky fires right into the pads of the goalie. There's a minute 16 left on this power play for the Wildcats. 5:48 left in the game. Score again is 5-1 in favor of the Phillies. We got Crow and Claire back out on defense, but offensive line we're going to keep with Mrozik, Young, and Shashinsky. Crow tries to pass over to Claire. It just goes across the blue line. Now here comes Brent. She moves it across the blue line. She brings it in deep looking for a centering pass. She tries to get it, but off of one of the Phillies players. Now Mrozik over in the corner fighting for it. She has it. She's looking to set it up. There's 50 seconds left in this power play here for the Wildcats to score. She tries to get the shot off, but no good. Back to Crow. Crow sends it over to Claire. Claire does get the shot off, but not very effective. So 25 seconds left in the power play. 20 seconds now. Now Claire has it. She's trying to move it up. She's unable to get it out of the zone. Now Crow fighting for it over on the other side. 5 seconds left. Just time for one more run, but Claire ices the puck. So we've got 1 second left on the power play. We're going to get a full line change here for the Wildcats. The score is 5-1 in favor of the Phillies. 4:33 left in the second period. All right, out on offense we have Pleiter, Kramer, and Koplow, and Graysick and O'Hara back on defense. Phillies get the shot off there. Leela does a good job of saving it with her blocker and is able to wisely kick it back out. Phillies send it in deep. O'Hara has it. She moves it out to Kramer. Kramer kicks it off the board out of the zone. But the Phillies maintain control. 4 minutes left here in the second. Koplow and the Phillies player trying to keep it out of the zone. O'Hara does a good job of kicking it back over the blue line. Phillies maintain control, and now they work it back in the zone. Graysick does a good job of breaking that up, but the other Phillies player followed the play and sends the puck in right between Leela Brownlee's legs. That's going to make it 6-1 here with 3:36 left in the second period of our game tonight. Been a tough contest for the Wildcats tonight, and I would imagine it's been pretty frustrating for them. And here come the Phillies. They move it back into the Kits zone. They fire it, goes up off the glass. Ari Shashinsky with a hard hit it. She's going to get called for boarding, I bet on that one. So now the Kits are going to be on the penalty kill. All right, it's 3:17 left in the second. And the Kits are facing 2 minutes of 4-on-5 hockey. We have Nord and Claire back on defense and Rosick and Brownlee out on offense. Nord fighting in the corner. Claire's there to pick her up. But the Phillies keep it in. They send it across the ice. They're trying to set it up. Phillies drop it back to Bella Grazzo. She sends it over in the corner. Bryn with a nice job of deflecting the stick. And they manage to get the goal. .252 left here in the second period. It's now turned into a slaughter. 7-1 in favor of the Phillies. All right, we have Young, Rosick, and Weber out on offense, and Nord and Claire back on defense. Rosick comes up with the puck, sends it down deep in the into the Phillies zone. Now the Phillies try to get it out. Rosick comes up with the puck. She moves it, looking for some help. She tries to send it down, but one of the Phillies players was there to intercept it. Now here come the Phillies, moving it up quickly. The Phillies player loses the puck. They get back control. Now Rosick has it. She sends it down. This will be icing. Oh, they called off icing. 2:13 left here in the second as the Phillies set up their offense. Gratzel skating around with it too much. Brings it back out of her own zone. Weber with the puck. She's looking for help. And the Phillies come up, pickpocket her from behind. Now Nord working with it. She does get it out of the zone, right to a Phillies player, but now Platter comes up with it. Now Angel pushes it all the way down deep into the to the Phillies zone behind the net. 1:30 left here in the second. Over in the corner, it's Claire. Tries to keep it in. Now we got a 2-on-1 in favor of the Phillies. They come back in. Nord and Brownlee, the only two to stop them, and they don't. It is now 8-1 in favor of the Phillies with only 1:17 left in the second. We have Molly O'Hare and Grace Crow back on defense with Shashinsky, Brownlee, and Claire Koniger out on offense. Puck drops. Shashinsky comes up with it. Brings it in across the blue line. She gets the shot off, and the Phillies goalie is able to stop it. 1 minute, 9 seconds left in the second. The score is 8-1 in favor of the Phillies right now. Phillies win the draw. Claire Koniger with the steal. Almost gets a shot off. It gets her stick tied up with one of the Phillies players. Now Harris sends it over to Shashinsky with a nice dangle. Now she works in, gets the shot off, and goalie did a good job of just closing that gap between herself and the post to make that stop. 45 seconds left here in the second. Shashinsky battling for it over in the far corner. Now the Phillies come up with it, and they're bringing it back down the ice. Across the red line. Pass over to the far side. Tries to get the shot off, but Graceland Crow's there to prevent that from happening. Phillies keep it in, but Shashinsky sends it deep. They don't call icing. 12 seconds left here in this period. Jillian Young, 8 seconds left. Young has it over on the side. Now Morozic has it. She loses control of it and comes back out of the zone. And that period is done. The differential in shots on goal is extremely wide. 26 for the Phillies and only 7 for the Wildcats. Our score is 8-1 here in favor of the Phillies. 1 period left. Now, as a reminder, when we have a 5-goal lead headed into in the third period, they do a running clock, which means there will be no stoppage of the clock, even if there's a stoppage of play. All right, again, 13 minutes left here. Running clock this period. I'm going to turn off the scoreboard, A, because it gets in the way of the action, and B, because I don't think any of us really want to see the score when it's this lopsided. All right, to start this period, we have Morozic and Koppel out on wing with Young on center, and Grace and Claire back on defense. Phillies win the draw and bring it in across the blue line. Deep. Claire has it now and gets it out of the zone. That won't be icing. The officials saying that touched somebody else's stick before it left. Phillies try to clear it, but Bryn Claire is there. Send it down. Now Jillian Young has it. She looks it, centers it over to Morozic. But one of the Phillies players got their stick in the way. And the Phillies have it. Loses an edge. Young tries to get up. Pick it up, but she's unable to. But they do clear the zone. Now the Phillies working it back across the line. Bryn Claire comes up with it. She sends it in deep. Phillies wrestle control of the puck. They send it down deep, but that's going to be icing. 11:45 here in the third. And the Wildcats are going to get an offensive draw. We have Norden Crow back on defense, and Kleider, Weber, and Kramer out on offense. Kleider on centering duties. Kramer comes up with it. She's working it around the inside. And they're going to call a penalty here with hooking. All right, the kids are going to get a chance to have a 5-on-4 advantage. There's 11-11. They did stop the clock whenever a penalty is called. So 11-11 left here. 11-11 left here in the third. 8-1 in favor of the Phillies, and the Wildcats are on a power play. Weber with the puck. She sends it back to the point to Nord. Nord has it. She fires it in deep. Fighter tries to deflect it. But the Phillies were there in time to prevent it. 1:47 left on the power play. Now Nord has the puck. She moves it up. Kramer has it. Kramer brings it in across the ice, puts it down net, and the goalie's there to smother it. 1:30 left in the power play. They aren't stopping the clock while there is a power play, only when they take the time to put the offender in the box. So Kit's making a full line change on offense with Angel, Sosinski, and Brownlee back out on ice. Now 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the power play. Sosinski wins the draw. She gets it to Angel. Angel centers it. Brownlee unable to connect with her stick. Now a shot by Crow. A pad saved by the goalie. Sosinski has it. She's working it around. Trying to set something up. She fires it, but off of one of the Phillies players. Tries to get it again. Now the Phillies come up with it. Nord battling over there. The Phillies player loses an edge. She sends it up to Sosinski, but Sosinski unable to get control after it bounced off one of the edges of one of the Phillies players. Now Nord has it again. 25 seconds left. Nord kicks it over to Sosinski, just wide and behind her. 20 seconds left on the power play, and they're going to call icing on this one. 15 seconds left on the power play. And unless everybody hurries real quick, that's going to be the end. We'll be back to full strength. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left in the period, and now the power play is over. And that's the problem with the running clock, but the running clock's the right call in a game like this. Even strength again. Young, Koniger, and Rosick out on offense. We have Molly O'Hare and Isabel Grayson back on defense. Phillies send it over, almost get it out, almost lose it out of the zone, but are able to keep it in. Gorbatenko with a shot for the Phillies, and that goes right in the back of the net. 8.5 minutes left here in our third and final period of this game. This is always a tall order for the Wildcats to win this game or to stay in it. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. Young on face-off duties. Moroza comes up with it. And she sends it deep. Moves around the boards. Young's there to come up with it. Graysick has it. Tries to get it back in deep. Now, Claire Koniger has it. She gets it out of the zone. They're not calling icing on that. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the period. O'Hara and Graysick back on defense. Backhanded shot by the Phillies player, but Brownlee's there to make the stop. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. We have Allison Koplo, Maren Fleiter, and Zoe Kramer out on offense with Crow and Claire back on defense for the Wildcats. Phillies come up with it, tried to centering pass, but Claire's there to block it. They ended up moving around the back of the boards. Puck spits out to Kramer. Kramer sends it out of the zone and off the boards. But the Phillies end up getting back control. Now they dump it deep into their Wildcat zone. Claire tries to move it around the boards. Up to Koplo. Fighter does a good job, bounces it off her skate and back into the Philly zone. Six minutes and 8 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 9-1. in favor of the Phillies. The Phillies shove the puck right onto Leela's pads, and she's able to maintain control for the save. We have Nord and Claire back out there on defense. With Shashinsky, Weber, and Brownlee out on offense. 5:30 left in the game. Phillies player skates it back around the net, looking for a centering pass. He gets it, but nobody was there. Now Brownlee comes up with it. She sends it up to Shashinsky. Shashinsky chasing it down. She has it. Oh, she loses edge right into the boards. I think we're going to call hooking. Or tripping is what we're going to get on that one. So the Wildcats are going to get a chance to have a power play, a one-man advantage, or one-woman advantage. It's the more correct way to say it. 5 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the third period of our game at Triffin Ice Arena in Hoffman Estates. We have Claudia Nord and Isabel Gracek back on defense, with Gabby Weber, Ari Shashinsky, and Caitlin Brownlee out on offense. The Phillies come up with the puck on the draw. Move there by the Phillies player to just kill time. Now they're passing it around. 4:50 left in the game, 1:45 left on the power play for the Wildcats. It's not looking very much like a power play for our Wildcats right now. Pass there by Gracek off the mark, and the Phillies come up with it. Now that pass bounced off of Shashinsky's knee pad and back out of the zone, but Phillies are doing a tremendous job of maintaining control of this puck and killing the time on the power play. And here come the Phillies. Molly O'Hara there to clear the puck out. She does a good job. Yeah. Ward has it, misses it, but Brownlee comes up with it off of Weber's stick. It's trapped over there on the far side. "25 seconds left on the power play, 3:30 left in the game. 20 seconds left on the power play. Now O'Hara tries to move it out, but no luck. Score is 9-1 in favor of the Phillies. Weber there to mix it up, but the Phillies wrestle back control of it. The Kits unable to even clear the zone, their own zone, for the last part of that power play. Wow. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the game. Scores 9-1 in favor of the Phillies. Shots on goal, wide margin. 31 for the Phillies and 10 for the Kits. Out on the ice, we have Kennedy Mrozik, Jade Angel, Jillian Young, with Molly O'Hara and Bryn Claire out on defense. Now Mrozik has the puck. Gets it off the board, chasing it down. She moves, gets the backhand shot off, no good. Good save by the goalie. Now Young keeps it in. She tries to clear it. The Phillies player knocks it right off of her shin guards. Now Young working it on the near side of the boards. Claire sends it deep. Young has it, looking for the centering pass. Waiting, she centers it over. Mrozik does get the one-timer off, but the goalie does a tremendous job of making the save. 1 minute, 50 seconds left here in the game. Gets win the draw, and Mrozik has it. She tries to get that shot high, but it's just off the side of the net. Puck bounces back to her control. She's looking to do anything she can, sends it back up to the point with Bryn. Bryn gets a shot. That goes wide left of the net. Now Jillian Young has it. Skating along the far side of the boards, looking for the centering pass. Timing was a little bit off right there for Kennedy, but great setup anyway. Bryn has it and sends it deep. Phillies come up with control. Bryn does a good job of taking the puck away and then getting the shot off. 52 seconds left here in the last period of the game. That's Marin Kleider is going to get a penalty there. I think that just shows a little bit of the frustration these Wildcats are feeling. She's going to get elbowing. It'll be a 2-minute call. Back on defense, we have Nord and her partner in defense, Grace Pro. Out on offense, we're going to get Kramer and Weber. 44 seconds left in the game. Phillies win the draw, send it softly into Leela's glove hand. 36 seconds left, running clock. .28 seconds left, another soft shot onto right into Leela Brownman's glove hand. 20 seconds left. We're going to get one more face-off. If the exact same thing happens, that'll be the end of the game. 15 seconds. Another shot. Blocker saved by Leela Brownman. Phillies have control. 8 seconds left. They get a shot off. Just wide. 2 seconds. 1 second. One final attempt. No good. All right, final score here. Tonight's match is 9-1 in favor of the Phillies. So what I was talking about earlier is that the Phillies have an incredibly strong team. They actually have 3 players who are going to be Division I players in college. Gorbatenko sisters and Bella Kratzel. So when those 3 show up in a game, it's a tall order to maintain a competitive game, because they are 3 incredibly good skaters that the Phillies have. So, all right, the final here at Triffin Arena in Hoffman Estates is 9-1 in favor of the Barrington Phillies. Shots on goal, 34 for the Phillies and 12 for the Wildcats. We're going to see this team again 2 more times this season, and hopefully we can have a more competitive game next time. Tomorrow night we have another game, back-to-back games. Tomorrow night's game will be at a rematch of our game from last Sunday, and it'll be against the Burlington Grizzlies. So tune in for that. Puck drop, I believe, is at, give me 1 second, I will look it up. Puck drop tomorrow on Veterans Day is at 8:30. And that will be again in Burlington against the Grizzlies, who we faced last week. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you tomorrow.